Hey y'all, we're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now, Leo, bottom of the deck, we got the Devil card. I'm hearing something about a Capricorn energy. This Devil card speaks of somebody being trapped more so in their shadow self. This might have something to do with somebody who has an issue fighting temptation. They have some type of self-limiting beliefs is what I'm hearing. Um, Somebody is bound to some type of negative energy or some type of toxic energy. It may be two people bound together or something like that. But yeah, we gonna see what that's about. So, first card out, we have Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords speaks of somebody being in some type of deceitful energy. Somebody was with the trickery or something like that. Somebody was wearing a mask and they felt as if they were getting away with what it was that they were doing. Somebody was playing mental games on somebody. With this Star card energy, this speaks of somebody having faith in a situation. Like this speaks of, somebody's beliefs. This also speaks of like enlightenment, and something about what somebody was pouring into. We have Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups speaks of a lot of different options. So somebody was being sneaky and they was pouring into a lot of different options. They were entertaining a lot of different options. They had their emotions invested in a lot of different places. And somebody was trying to hide that. They may have had some type of illusions or something like that going on around this. Yeah. You have the Death card, and the Ten of Cups was what jumped. So all these illusions or all these different emotional investments may have caused some type of endings to a Ten of Cups, or it caused for a Ten of Cups to change. Something may have changed with somebody's family dynamic or their friend dynamic. It speaks of some type of harmonious energy that they was in. Yeah, something was brought to an end. But with the Death card, things only end for something to begin. It seems like with that ending, somebody has some type of mental clarity about, it's something about some type of mental entrapment or some type of mind games that somebody was playing. This Queen of Swords speaks of, a feminine energy that's sitting in some type of position of power. This is a feminine energy who's operating from like a unbiased position. You know what I mean? Just. Somebody knows the truth of a situation when it came to this trickster energy. Something that somebody thought that they had gotten away with when it came to all these different illusions. So, yeah. Don't start throwing my shit there. You got a Queen of Pentacles. And what is this? Page of Wands in the reverse. So this Queen of Swords has some type of mental clarity when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles energy. Is really giving me that it's the same person. Like, due to what somebody knows, it's actually causing for them to be stable or something like that. You know what I mean? Somebody is nurturing. Somebody has some type of financial stability or something like that. It's like they're able to take care of themselves and the things that they are responsible for. It gives me that may have came along with somebody learning how to remove emotion from a situation. And with this Page of Wands being in the reverse speaks, of something lacking motivation, This speaks of somebody not knowing which direction to go to. It may have even been some type of immature actions that somebody was taking. Yeah, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, a turn of events. So something unpredicted happened. This also speaks of like life cycles. So this speaks of somebody doing something over and over and over and over again, like repetitive tasks, like somebody being in the same energy for years or something like that. Yeah. Okay. With this Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, somebody may have been trying to build something. Again, back to this sneaky energy, something that they were not speaking on. Somebody was doing some type of tiptoeing energy, being very making sure that they stay quiet. It's something with somebody's lungs or something too. Somebody having something with their breathing or something. Tightness in chest or something. What is this Seven of Swords about? Okay. So with this Hierophant energy, somebody thought that they was getting away with doing something outside of the way that they were taught. This speaks of somebody, you know, operating more so from their own personal beliefs. Somebody wanted to control the narrative of a situation. And with this Two of Pentacles, they may have been juggling multiple priorities. You know, somebody may not have been being completely honest with themselves. And you have the Strength card. This Strength card speaks of somebody being courageous, somebody being brave, you know, somebody presenting themselves as being a leader or whatnot. This is your energy, Leo. You know, again, what's going on with this Strength card? What's going on with the Strength card? You have Eight of Cups. So it's something with somebody having the strength to walk away from a situation. It's making me feel like you was able to see that this person, this tiptoeing energy, this shape-shifting energy, you was able to see that somebody was more so trying to do something by their own way. You know what I mean? It's really giving. Somebody was making shit up as they go along. They was freestyling. In all actuality, with this Two of Pentacles, they really was keeping up multiple priorities. Somebody hadn't fully made a choice of their stance in life or something like that. And it's something about you happen to be brave or being courageous. You happen to gain the oomph to walk away from a situation. You know what I mean? Leave it behind. It's something about not necessarily being able to see all of the obstacles. Something was hidden, you know what I mean? But again, you knowing that it was time to, shit, put your Nikes on, goddammit. And you got Page of Cups energy. This Page of Cups speaks of some type of surprise, a message or something like that. Somebody was thrown off by you actually, you know, gaining the strength to walk away from a situation, or actually being courageous enough to walk away from a situation. You have Six of Cups energy in the reverse, so somebody is stuck in the past. Somebody may have even been banking on you being stuck in the past, but you healed something when it came to this past energy, these past memories or something like that. You know, you got over something or something. What is this Six of Cups? Give me one more for the Six of Cups for Leo. You got Chariot. Yeah. So you healed that and you were able to move forward in some type of authoritative position, or you was able to regain control of your life. It's really giving leaving behind the things that you had already learned, leaving behind a familiar atmosphere or something like that as well too. It's you got strong enough again to move forward and be brave enough to know that you have the strength to confront or overcome whatever challenges may be placed in front of you, because you have exactly what it is that you need. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck, Leo, is some type of satisfaction, some type of fulfillment, some type of joy, happiness, you know what I mean, that comes along with this authority. And with this Star card, you was keeping faith in the situation, even though somebody may have thought that they got away with something. You got Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords speaks of somebody trying to rush in to force their beliefs. Somebody trying to rush in to defend the lies. Somebody was trying to think of a way to take some type of quick action to receive their own personal justice or something like that, even though they were aware of the fact that they was going against the grain. So somebody is still trying to keep faith in this trickster energy. They're trying to keep faith in that they're going to be able to show up and deceive someone. What's going on with this Knight of Swords energy? You got Knight of Wands in the reverse, so somebody is still lacking direction. It's all night, immature energy, some teenage shit. Somebody is going back and forth again. They juggling multiple priorities, and what they doing is they lying to themselves, because they really ain't going to be able to get this off of the ground with this fiery energy. Somebody is just too caught in passion. You have Nine of Pentacles, so it's something about you being strong within your lifestyle. Something about you being in some type of financial independence position, you being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, you know, reaping what one has sown type energy. And it's something with, again, a strength that comes behind that or something like that, which is why this person is lacking direction. They don't know how to attack you because you ain't on no weak shit. Simple. Emperor in the reverse when it comes to this walking away. So somebody was being real reckless. You know what I mean? It's something which you understanding that somebody do not fit, you know. And they want to see results, how it is that they want to see results. But again, with this emperor in the reverse, this is like somebody who's a tyrant, somebody who's very reckless, somebody who lacks structure. You know what I mean? They lack power, lack control. And they seem to be agitated. They get arrogant from that. So again, even with this walking away from this situation, this leaving this behind, like when it comes to this lifestyle, it seems like something may have agitated somebody even more. This emperor is, they give me more on this emperor. What's going on with this emperor? Three of Pentacles. So it's some type of resentments or something like that. This emperor in the reverse began to collaborate with somebody else or something like that. Try to build something. Due to this being stuck in the past or something like that. Hermit energy. So it's something with somebody gaining a new perspective about, you know what I mean, some type of collaborating, some type of implementing of ideas. Somebody was building something with somebody where, again, it's like they now regret they're stuck in the past. Because when it came to this Three of Pentacles in this hermit mode, somebody is isolated and they're forced to do some type of soul searching, seek some type of internal guidance in order to move forward, regain control of a situation. But it's given with this Seven of Cups. Somebody told a lot of lies. They had a lot of illusions going on. What's going on with this Seven of Cups? Because this even my little razzle dazzle card, Leo. Right. High Priestess energy. It's something about the options when it comes to this High Priestess energy. This High Priestess is somebody who holds some type of sacred knowledge, some type of inner knowing. Somebody who is balanced. You know what I mean? They shadow and they light those type of energy. But with this Knight of Swords right next to this, somebody is rushing in to try to defend their beliefs. This High Priestess might not be who she fell out on the table. Who the fuck is this? Right. Page of Swords. That's what I'm saying. This High Priestess really don't lack the knowledge, like how she presented herself. You know what I mean? To have. This Page of Swords speaks of like the beginning stages of something. Somebody coming into an understanding. Somebody has some type of young mindset though. Like it's a relentless type energy. Like their mind never stop working. This speaks of different ways of communicating as well, too. Somebody done tapped into something. But with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, they lack direction, again, because they juggle multiple priorities. Somebody ain't picked the side. I already said that. They're not balanced. They're not whole. They're not complete. Again. And when it came to this Ten of Swords energy, that's the type of lifestyle that somebody wanted or something like that. Somebody just was aimlessly trying to get a Ten of Pentacles, something that they deemed to be satisfactory. You know what I mean? Again, some type of financial independence, some type of stability. Somebody wanted to enjoy, like, a harvest. You know what I mean? But again, with this strength and this courage, like, it's something with persuasion, like, Five of Wands in the reverse when it comes to this Emperor, like this Ten of Cups. Somebody is, like, agreeing to disagree with this Emperor in the reverse, this tyrant energy, and walking away. What's going on with this Five of Wands? You got Nine of Swords. It's some type of anxiety or some type of despair amongst a group of people that was living in the past when it came to this old ass energy or whatever it was that they was presenting. Give me more on this Nine of Swords. There's some type of painful ending that came to this group. Some type of brutal, it's something, a mental breakdown. Again, with this Two of Wands, somebody feels a certain type of way due to the exploring that they did, because it's something with somebody taking steps to move forward, you know what I mean, in this Hermit energy, doing something alone and regaining strength, regaining control of a situation which caused a death to whatever these illusions is that somebody had going. What's this Death card? Right, 9 of Cups in the reverse. This High Priestess is not satisfied, very dissatisfied. Somebody feels very insecure because this bitch was running her mouth thinking that she knew what the fuck she was talking about and didn't know what the fuck she was talking about in all actuality. So something changed, something metamorphed. This bitch gave bad advice. What's going on with this 9 of Cups in the reverse? High Priestess. They dissatisfied because, again, this High Priestess got the same type, like, I say High Priestess, goddamn it. So understand that it's only one High Priestess card in the deck, Leo. But baby, this Empress, the way you coming out, if this your energy, you embody that High Priestess energy as well too. You know, the High Priestess is number 2, the Empress is number 3. The High Priestess, you got this inner knowing, okay? And it's something about you being very stable within your position, very producive, like very fertile. You know what I mean? Somebody is like sitting real nice, real fine, real pretty, real dandy. You know what I mean? Masculine, feminine, whatever it is. And again, this Empress done found new ways to communicate as well too, which is throwing this High Priestess ass off, because this Empress actually communicating better than this so-called High Priestess. This bitch in the reverse. She had some type of spell work or something like that going on. What's going on? Right. World card. Something done came to completion when it came to this 10 of Cups energy, this fulfillment. You know what I mean? Being able to enjoy whatever the fruits of the labor of this Empress energy. And with this Hangman in the reverse, somebody don't know how to let something go. They don't know how to think their way out of this situation. They wouldn't expecting this Empress to call a spade and walk away from it, let it go. It's something about somebody not wanting to fight no more. Somebody just trying to hash out just leave it. You know what I mean? Where again, they want it to be reckless. They don't want to be so reckless no more. What's going on with this Hangman energy? You got 3 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Something changed with this friendship. Something changed with this collaborating. Something changed with this third party, if that's what this is. Somebody gained a different perspective and they in regret. I'm telling you, despair. They feel horrible. Because again, there's something with them living in the past. Some type of past energy where they thought that they was actually building some type of $1 million plan and shit. That shit flopped. 8 of Wands. It changed quickly when it came to this exploring. Because shit, when they look farther into it, shit, they was trying to figure out how to get this money by the night. And it's like, you got the money right now. What the fuck is that? That Webby song, y'all ain't making no money. He said $500,000 cash at hand. Y'all don't understand. Oh, God. $500,000 cash at hand. Y'all don't understand. He said, bitch, in my past, say, little dude, this grown man shit. Why is you saying shit? Who is you staying with? Stop playing with. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, something changed when it went to this exploring. Because, baby, you done stepped into your authority. And with this Queen of Swords energy, you done set boundaries or something like that. Your thinking is clear. Your communicating is clear. Your actions is clear. 2 of Swords. Somebody is in heartbreak because they don't know what to do. They real dissatisfied. I'm telling you, this Dark High Priestess that thought that they was going to force their beliefs. Yeah, no. Heartbreak, despair, grief, sorrow. Somebody depressed. 10 of Wands, her way down. She burdened when it comes to this Empress energy. She burdened. Because, again, this Empress know how to get it. This Empress know what she doing. This Empress is indeed an Empress. Look, 5 of Cups. And somebody is in regret about this contract coming to completion when it comes to this 10 of Cups. They fumbled the bag. They fumbled the walking plug for a motherfucking dud. This bitch ain't even got no electricity flowing through her. You can't plug nothing into this house. What's going on with this 5 of Cups? Magician energy in the reverse, right? Somebody regret being inert. They regret trying to control a situation, trying to dominate somebody. Somebody was manifesting from their shadow self, ego, control, arrogance. And again, they stuck in that mindset. That's where they was at. They wanted to fight. And the thing is, see, Leo, you stepped into the position where what the fuck you fighting for something that belonged to you. You could understand if you had to battle in order to get it. But if it's already yours, what the fuck you fighting for? What's this magician energy? New beginning. Yeah. So somebody actually manifested some type of new beginning when it came to this third party energy, which now they regret. Somebody is real anxious by the way that something gonna turn out because they don't like what they build after all. Yeah. Again, with the 6 of Cups, somebody is stuck in the past, I'm telling you. They're stuck in the past. Because with this Five of Swords energy, them being able to mentally manipulate, them being able to control a person, it's like they can't do it no more. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean, if they in a position where they being mentally manipulated, or somebody feels entrapped or feel isolated within their home or something like that. But something is very uncomfortable for another individual when it comes to, again, what they manifested, this new beginning. Somebody is trying to look farther into another person, too, in order to see something about their authority, trying to do some type of soul searching. I'm hearing somebody got to do some type of bow, though. Again, they got to bow out, bow down, respect the motherfucking gangster, period. What's this Queen of Pentacles energy? King of Wands. So when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles, how somebody gained their stability, this King of Wands, this person that's this visionary, you know, somebody is at a standstill. Somebody is having some type of delay. It really gives like two minds. Somebody really don't know what to decide when it comes to them being dissatisfied with this High Priestess. This might have been somebody that they contacted to do some type of work or something like that that didn't work out for them. And you got a King of Cups with this King of Wands. This King of Cups is somebody who has some type of intuitive enlightenment. You know what I mean? A masculine energy. Somebody who's balanced within their emotions. Very compassionate. Very nurturing. You know, especially to be a man. But this King of Cups feels weighed down. They feel burdened as well when it comes to this High Priestess energy. What's going on? Why does King of Cups feel burdened? Why is there so many people in this line? You got Four of Pentacles. With this Four of Pentacles, somebody was trying to hold on to something. It's really given that somebody feels burdened because they did not give enough in a situation. Somebody knowingly held back. They knowingly was stingy. This even gives like... it's something about somebody being fearful of change. But again, somebody regrets this. Like this cycle, this contract. Like how they did something. Because it speaks of, again, them being in financial loss. Ultimately, somebody had to take a L. Like, somebody had some type of lack mindset. And again, they fumbled the plug. What's going on? Ten of Swords. Some type of painful ending, brutal ending when it comes to this Magician in the reverse. This Narc energy due to this routine that they had. This Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Somebody having some type of mental breakdown or some type of painful ending again. This speaks of some type of backstabbing energy. Somebody feels backstabbed. They feel like somebody intentionally misled them or something like that. And again, they stuck in like fight mode or something. It's something with somebody. Somebody is like pissed off. They pissed off. They might be having to walk away from a situation or leave it behind or something like that. But they pissed off, I'm telling you. Because they was holding on to... They was holding on to some type of Ten of Swords energy, some type of painful ending. What is this Ten of Swords? Temperance. It's some type of healing or something like that. Something being balanced out. Somebody was trying to be patient when it came to this new beginning. So it's really given, like, with this backstabbing energy, right? Something happened with a betrayal with somebody close to a person, but they still was trying to give something time to balance out. When it came to, again, them manifesting some type of new beginning with this third party. You got Three of Wands. Somebody was supposed to be sensible and see how a situation was going to go from the very beginning or something like that. This Three of Wands speaks of foresight, you know, when it comes to a victory. Somebody thought that they were going to be victorious when it came to them being in this Five of Swords energy, not being defeated, wanting to win at all costs. Like... somebody was real cutthroat, I'm telling you, and now they lack direction because they ain't get shit. Knight of Cups. This Knight of Wands want to make some type of proposal or some type of emotional gesture or something like that. Somebody don't know how to get something off the ground. You got an Eight of Swords, Two of Cups, Three of Swords. Somebody is in some type of mental imprisonment, some type of mental entrapment when it comes to this Two of Cups. Because, again, they still got this third party in the background that's holding on to them. Or they're still holding on to this third party as well, too. Somebody won't let go of another person's energy, even though it's been some type of disconnection. And it's due to them being in some type of heartbroken energy. Again, with this grief, these sorrows, you know. But... it gives that whatever mental breakdown position that somebody is in is justice due to them being in this Magician energy. Somebody wanted to be a narcissist. They refused to be understanding. And again, when it comes to this Three of Swords, somebody is now looking at a situation for the work that they have to put in, this healing. Because when it comes to this new beginning, they got extra karma, like with this third party, this lover. Look, somebody is weighed down. They weighed down, and they could see that something is going to go like in a negative way, like something is not going to pan out how they wanted it. Something was unpredicted when it came to this Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. I'm sorry, somebody reaping what they have sown. When it comes to this proposal, yeah, getting what they put into a situation. Page of Pentacles, somebody actually used the skills that they had to manifest themselves into a trap. Somebody invested in some type of mental imprisonment, some type of mental manipulation. Again, some type of isolation tactic. Somebody is bound to a certain type of way of thinking. And you have a Queen of Wands that they actually got in contract with. Right? Somebody do some type of spell work or something like that. This bitch be waving this wand. Somebody got caught up on the looks. They got caught up on some action with somebody. Again, Two of Cups, mutual agreement, made a commitment, didn't want to let this third party go, and now they regret it because they sacrificed their whole motherfucking 10 of Cups, which actually would have been a sturdy ass lifestyle, sturdy ass 9 of Pentacles for them. They fucked up. What's going on with this Queen of Wands? What a King of Pentacles. So this Queen of Wands was trying to manifest some type of King of Pentacles to be in some type of heartbreak or something like that. When it came to this Ten of Swords, this backstabbing energy, this Queen of Wands betrayed somebody because they was in this narcissist energy. It's something about their mindset. It's really giving somebody who felt like they couldn't get got. In the way that they did that with this Five of Pentacles energy, somebody more so presented an energy to a person like as if it was a level up. You know what I mean? Somebody changed another person's mind when it came to what they was actually invested in. What it is it's giving one of those all that glitters ain't gold. Somebody was caught up with the sparkly things, and with this Four of Cups energy, they did not pay attention to who they was committing to. Somebody ignored the warning signs when it came to this lover situation. With this foresight, it's really given as they move forward, they could see the dynamics of a situation. But again, something had already changed with a backup plan. And it's giving me you being a backup plan because you had already got the fuck up out the way. And it is what it is. That's your read, Leo.